Welcome back. Today we're talking about 23 ways to start your business. If you already have an idea, that's amazing. Make sure that you've researched it. Google your idea. Is there a need for it? Name your business. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done. There's too many steps right at the beginning as you're starting your business that will require you to have a name for it. Consider any insurance and legal protections you might need. LegalZoom.com is a great resource, very reasonably priced, and you'll also want to put some thought into whether you will be an LLC, a sole proprietor, an S Corp. Check into these a little bit more, and believe it or not, the IRS has resources that are amazing to use going right to their site. You can look up any information you might need and they will break it down for you. You can go to the bank once you have filed a DBA, and if you aren't going to use your Social Security number as a sole proprietor, you'll need a federal employee ID number, and you open up a business account. This isn't just to pay things out of. This is so that you have a bucket to receive money. It's telling the universe, I am ready to receive money. I am ready to make this a real business. Next, you're going to want to purchase your domain name. Once you have your domain name, start to build your website. So hire a designer if you'd like. You can find a very affordable one on Fiverr, or there are some options. If you know somebody, consider doing a trade or using Pinterest on your own. All you really need is a brand board or ideas for the colors, your branding, the aesthetics, the logo. There are so many awesome YouTube videos and ways that you can learn how to design your own logo. So take advantage of what's already out there and don't let your inability or your lack of creativity, if you feel that way, don't let that stop you. There are too many resources for you. You have all the groundwork laid and you have a great foundation of an actual business. I want you to start to think about who your client is. What problem do they have that you are trying to help them solve? And once you can see that from their angle more, you can really start to develop and define your niche. You need to have a niche market, and it's okay if you do many things, but to begin with, do one thing and do it very well. As you begin to write your content and your message and your branding, remember that you're speaking to one person. You're not speaking about yourself. You're speaking to one person who really needs your help. They kind of don't care about what you do as much as how you can help them, that you can identify with what they're struggling with, and that you have something that will make their life or their business or some aspect of their entire life better. And that's why you're in business, to make other people's lives better. Once you understand what the value is of your product or your services, you can structure your pricing. And this is an important step to do at the beginning. Whether or not you put your pricing on your website, have a rate sheet so that you know what your rates are for specific items or services. Now there's many other steps to take, 23 in total. There's a download I want you to have access to if you just go to beccastar.com. It's right on my home page. I also want to leave you with one final tip before we wrap up. Have your rate sheet, know your rates, and when somebody asks you what your rates are, quote your rate and shut your mouth. Just leave it at that. You quote your rate and you don't say anything else. A lot of times as entrepreneurs, we want to quote our rate and continue talking. that is not the time to continue talking. You offer a valuable service or product to a client who really needs it. I want you to know your value and definitely have some quiet confidence in that. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for joining me today.